What started as a quiet, complicated relationship has now spiraled into something far darker, and Theo Silverton is willing to go to terrifying extremes to keep control. Behind closed doors, his grip on Todd Grimshaw has only tightened, and every move Todd makes seems to push Theo further into manipulation, violence, and desperation. Over the past few weeks, Theo's true nature has been creeping out in alarming ways. What once looked like concern quickly turned into control, and control soon became outright abuse. Todd, trapped and running out of options, made a risky decision. He secretly installed cameras in the flat, hoping that proof would finally expose what Theo had been doing when no one else was watching. It was a last-ditch attempt to reclaim some power in a situation where he had none. But instead of saving him, the plan only made things worse. During a tense confrontation that exploded into a physical fight, the police were called, and in a cruel twist, Todd found himself being questioned while Theo played the role of the calm, reasonable partner. And that was when everything fell apart. Theo discovered the cameras. In the aftermath, Theo didn't back down. He doubled down. He cleaned the flat, erased any signs of chaos, and plastered on a fake smile just in time for George to arrive. To an outsider, everything looked fine. Too fine. George bought the act, convinced the couple had moved past their issues. But Bernie wasn't so easily fooled. She could see the cracks, and knew that what they were being shown was only what Theo wanted them to see. That illusion continued during a dinner with George and Christina. The atmosphere was polite, controlled, and painfully awkward. George even offered Todd his job back, a small moment of hope that should have felt like a win. But when the conversation drifted toward the previous night's incident, Todd fell silent. Every word felt dangerous. Every glance felt monitored. Once the guests left, the mask finally slipped. Todd confronted Theo, calling out the lies and refusing to accept the twisted version of events that had been fed to everyone else. For the first time in a long while, he stood his ground, and that was enough to set Theo off. Theo's temper exploded. He flipped the narrative, accusing Todd of manipulation, dragging his past with ex-wife Danielle into the argument, and claiming they were all using the same playbook against him. The rage escalated fast, and then came the threat. Quiet, chilling, intentional, the kind that lingers long after the words stop. Later, shaken and desperate to keep the peace, Todd tried to smooth things over, but Theo emerged from his room holding a laptop, and whatever hope Todd had left vanished in an instant. Theo had found the footage. Worse, he had edited it, carefully, strategically, enough to twist the truth and make Todd look like the aggressor. That's when Theo revealed his final move. He used the altered footage as leverage, making it clear that if Todd tried to leave, speak up, or expose the truth, everything would be turned against him. The proof Todd thought would save him had become the very thing keeping him trapped. Now, as Theo's behavior grows more intense and more calculated, Todd is left facing an impossible choice: stay silent and survive, or risk everything to escape. And with Theo willing to rewrite reality itself, the question isn't just whether Todd can get out, but whether the truth will ever be seen at all.